People who spent years calling America racist are now crying online because they're being sent back to the same country they swore was better than here.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country is no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but
Amigo, não tem problema, amigo, eu não tenho problema, amigo.
Oh, don't man. Sorry. Move back. Out the way, fellas, out the way. You will get knocked down. Move.
We are Somalis, not black. There, I said it. Alright, everyone is keep asking, why don't Somalis want to identify as black? It's simple.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, kindly consider subscribing. For years, a certain groups of Somalis on social media kept saying, we are Arabs, not black like other Africans. We are different. We are better. Some even made fun of African features, Black American culture, and the struggle that African Americans go through. But now suddenly, they are looking to black people for support because out of nowhere, Trump popped up like a movie villain and said, Somalis have stolen millions from US taxpayers. They abused welfare programs. We need mass deportation. He went all in painting Somalis as the face of fraud, corruption, and ICE targets. No matter how you feel about Trump, that shocked the whole community. The Iran Oman, a Somali American congresswoman, clapped back fast. She called Trump corrupt, said he was attacking immigrants unfairly, and accused him of spreading lies to scare people. That only made the situation even hotter.
In this country, we do not blame the lawlessness of an individual on a whole community. What we also know is that there is not a single evidence that the president or his coolies have put forth that there are any single resource from taxpayers in Minnesota that has gone to aid and abet terrorism. That language is dangerous. That language puts the lives of Somalis not only in Minnesota, but across the country in danger. And if the president believed that and he had evidence, he would take people to court. So we are sick and tired of the president waking up one day and deciding to put forth falsehoods and demonize whole communities while the ignorant people that support him then take the lies that he's spreading and use it as a fact. We've seen it during the campaign where he said Asians were eating cats and dogs. We've seen his vice president repeat those lies. We've seen the media run it as a headline as if it was a fact. That is shameful. That is shameful. That is ignorant. It makes us look like a stupid nation that does not believe in truth, but traffics in lies. It makes the world mock us, and we are better than that. We are better than that as Americans.
All roads lead to Mogadishu, Somalia. I've booked my flight. By the end of this year, I'm moving to Somalia full time, bro. The West does not want us here anymore, so it's cool, we're cutting. You man are saying all roads lead to Rome. I'm saying all roads lead to Somalia, bro. I'm gonna start up a new life there. I don't know who I'm gonna meet. I might meet some criminals on the run, but that's live. I'm trying to meet some drill rappers. I'm trying to meet a few people out there. I'm not only going to be going to Mogadishu. Obviously, the whole country is non-extradition treaty, innit? Even though I can't, like, why am I saying that? Because I'm not even a criminal. But, bro, do you get what I'm saying? I'm tired of London. I'm tired of Northwest London. I'm tired of this whole city, bro. All roads lead to Rome. Banna, all roads are leading to Mogadishu, Somalia, bro. I'm moving. I'm gone. Muslim country. We're going to rebuild our country from the ground up. And I'm going to be the first one to do it, bro. Let's go. End of this year, it's to Somalia. Here we go. I can't wait. Bro, I don't know the language, but I'm going to learn it.
This is all I know. I was only 3 years old when I came, and this is my home, and this has got to stop.
Almost every Somali person living here is a citizen.
There's more than 100,000 Somalis in Minnesota. Roughly 84,000 reside in the metro. The journey from Somalia started decades ago.
My family immigrated here to Minneapolis, to Minnesota in 1993. As my father says, we came to a cold place, but we found people with warm hearts.
My parents wanted to provide us a good opportunity for us to chase after that American dream, right?
Many fleeing from civil war, crossing continents for a chance to build something, a chance for their children. For Sumaya Mahamood, her parents' struggle paved the way for her to shine. Despite the rhetoric, she's grateful to be Somali and American.
One thing they taught me was resilience and not letting, other people's perception of you limit what you can do for yourself. I was born in Kenya, and then I grew up here, started kindergarten, K through 12, all the way up to college here in Minnesota. So
Somalis are not black. Now, before you disagree with me, I just want to say, listen, right? There's no such thing as the term black. The term black only came about in colonization. I don't have to accept that, sahib. That's why the other day when I was in a place, someone said to me, are you black? I said, I'm not black, sahib. I don't accept that term. Because how can I or any other human being have the same skin color as this, bro? It's not possible. Can you see the correlation? It's not possible. It's not possible for someone to be a black. And before the people say, oh, you're self-hating, you hate yourself. Listen, I don't hate myself. I'm proud to be my ethnicity, but I'm not black. I am not black. I don't even agree with any terms. I don't believe in whiteness or blackness or any of that. I believe in ethnicity wise. So yes, I am Somali, but I'm not black. And I don't believe Nigerians are black. I don't believe South Africans are black. I don't believe Ghanaians are black. I believe, yes, we're African, but we're not black, because black was a racially used term by the colonizers to put African people down, and I don't accept that term. So before niggas say to me, oh, you're black, listen, I'm not black, right? I've never been black. So don't push that shit onto me, bro.
I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Somalis are not black.
Waka. We don't care. We don't care whether you are green or blue. There are too many blacks in Africa. We don't even give a fuck.
I don't think you are going to be happy with me, but let me start. Somalis deny Africanity. They do not want to be identified as African. They want to be Arabs. And the Arabs are pushing them. There's a dilemma here. You see, there's identity crisis here now. I don't have identity crisis. I'm an African, and there are so many Africans in Africa. I don't have identity crisis. You can call me whatever you want. But I have identity. You do not have identity now, because the Arabs have refused you. They are telling you, ya Abid. And you're better off to accept me as your brother rather than going to an Arab. So, we called Somalis, in that article, Africanity by accident of geography. This group consists of those who happen to be in Africa without their wish to be there. Individuals who found themselves living in the continent by virtue of circumstances beyond their control. In other words, circumstantial Africans. Members of this group are not pleased to be identified with negritude or blackness, be it by value, ideology, culture, ethnicity, or any other quality except by the accident of being in Africa. of existing on the continent. So, the only time that a Somali nomad or a pastoralist, and I have nothing against nomads, the only time he or she will accept to be an African, or she or he may instantly turn around from Arab to Africa, is if she or he encounters discrimination of identity, denial from that group. And I have seen this in Egypt. I have seen it in Saudi Arabia, and I have seen it in Canada. I'm a Canadian by, naturalization. You see? So in Canada, they come to complain. I was teaching at York University in Canada. ورنا على عبودك يا قال والله مثل كلا الصع. And I tell them, welcome to the real world. In Canada, I used to teach at York University. Some of my students, they come to me and they say, Prof, these white people, they discriminate us. This is not right. This. I said, yes, welcome to the real world. Because I have training for discrimination. You gave me. Back home, you gave me that training. To me, this piece of cake. I never felt even single day in Canada that I was discriminated. Never. Because I was already prepared by you guys. As the person who assumes that the purpose of discussion is the pursuit of truth. Now, he continues, such an intellectual is one who attempts to identify problems, reflects on them, and does not shy away from asking hard and unpleasant questions. I didn't shy away, I explained. And who suggests, not imposes, some type of solution to the problem under his or her scrutiny. So he concludes and says, therefore, I would argue that an overwhelming number of Somali intellectuals are simply university and college graduates. Because education which does not bring about a transformation in the consciousness of the educated is hardly beneficial to the individual, let alone to society. If you are educated and the education is not bringing any transformation in you, you still go back to your tribe. You still go back to the nonsense of calling me, or Adon Batai, Bida Batai, which I don't understand. You see, but like now I'm not called Adon because I'm a professor. Everybody knows there's a little resource around me. Everybody will come. Now I'm removed from Adon to Adonhood. Now, we're Sudan way. Sudan. I'm not Sudan. Adon. So, therefore, here I think the Chinese proverb I picked is very handy here, is useful. It says, to know and not to act is not to know. If you know something, you don't act on it, then you don't know it. So, I wish we had enough time. Now, this is the, where I come to the character, which I think Burhan, most of it he covered. I thank him. It's the first time I meet him, and I have.
Like the racists are actually just jealous of Somalis because of how successful we became in a matter of one generation. And I was watching a lot of videos that are coming up on my For You page where people are saying, how come Somalis have nice cars and we don't? We've been here like how many generations? We were born here, our ancestors are from here, but Somalis drive nice cars. This whole thing is just making me realize is jealousy. They're jealous of our success because they expect us like to be at the bottom of the bottom, right? And then we come here one generation, we work hard, we save our money. Somalis are not the only community that committed fraud, okay? We're not all committing fraud, okay? Every community has bad apples, but they're trying to use that as leverage to hate on us, right? And attack our community. But what it is like when you're an immigrant group and you're Black on top of that and you're African, they hate you to be successful. They hate you to be successful. Now, if we were like European immigrants, like maybe Bosnians who are Muslims or Russians, and they become successful, nobody would blink an eye because they're white.
All right, so let me, because now I see Somalis starting to run in the Victim Olympics and they're blaming racism. This has nothing to do with racism, right? They want to deport Venezuelans if they're here illegally. They want to deport Guatemalans if they're here illegally. Asian people are getting deported. Africans are getting deported. And it's the same when it comes to illegal migrants with Somalis. The ignorance in this is so profound because I've never in my life, not one day, have ever heard anybody, and I travel all over. I've never heard an American, not a Black person, not an American, not a white person, anybody. I've never heard them say that they're jealous of a Somali. I've never seen them say that they're checking for y'all cars or anything like that. Here's the truth. Americans are bothered by the idea that American taxpayer dollars are being leveraged in order to give other people that is not pouring into the United States of America's culture and finances and resources and improving what's happening here. But they're trying to subvert the culture in order to be Somalia while at the same time taking advantage of our infrastructure, the dedication, the motivation, everything that we've built here in the United States of America, we built with our hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears. And then you come in, disrespect us, and then at the same time take advantage of what it is that we've afforded for Americans, legal citizens. You come over here under asylum. You come over here under temporary protective status. You come over here and you take advantage. And a lot of these people become legal after coming over here illegally. And then they also take advantage of birthright citizenship because now you're saying I'm a first generation.
People who spent years calling America racist are now crying online because they're being sent back to the same country they swore was better than here. Y'all like the video right here, follow for more. And let's get into this one. You see the meltdown videos everywhere, tears, anger, demands, but none of them mention the fraud investigations, the expired visas, the money that moved through criminal networks, or the abuse of programs paid for by the taxpayers. The moment accountability shows up, they all act shocked. I look at these videos and all I see is the same contradiction. Somalia is beautiful when they want moral high ground, but Somalia becomes unsafe the moment removal papers arrive. They switch the story depending on what benefits them. The reactions are emotional because the system finally stopped bending. Deportations are happening because laws exist, because agencies uncover fraud rings, because certain groups are draining millions from health, housing, and social programs that working Americans rely on. There's nothing complicated here. People act like the West owes everyone a comfortable life, like your job is to give everyone else more than what you could give your own family. And that is not how a country works. You cannot build a healthy society by subsidizing the failure of another one. And while all this is going on, the people who should be rebuilding Somalia, protecting Somalia, and modernizing Somalia are here demanding benefits. Their own country loses the adults who should be leading it. But Americans care about Americans who can't afford homes. They care about the people being pushed out of work by cheap labor. They care about a safe country. They do not care about entitlement meltdowns on TikTok. Accountability is not cruelty. Borders are not cruelty. Deportations are not cruelty. They're the basic function of a stable nation. Western countries are finally acting like it. Y'all like the video right there? Follow for more. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll catch you on the next one.
I feel like Somali people are saying, the people that are saying that they're not black, they're comfortable with the whole world to identify as black and white. But they're just saying, we as Somalis, we are the secular, we are the chosen people. We will have our own group and we're Somalis. So you're black, you're white, you're black, you're white, you're black. No, you're Somali.
I am Somali.
You're black, you're white, you're black, you're white, but you're Somali.
No, but
well, we are Somali.
They're saying...
If you had to go into black or white, what are you choosing?
Obviously, I'm gonna be
That's
black.
what I'm saying. So you're a black African Somali woman.
Why?
I need one reason why Somalians, they say they are not blacks. I have a lot of friends that are Somalian. I love their women. Some of the Somalians that I know are nice people, amazing. But I want y'all to give me one reason why you guys say you are not blacks. You are Somali or Somalians. Us as Africans, as blacks, we want to know that reason. Because it seems like some of you Somalians are getting out of hands. So we need to know. Nothing's alive now.
Why did I see a tweet today talking about the fact that Trump is targeting Somali people in Minnesota is going to put Black Americans at risk? I don't think so. I think that Black Americans and Somali people don't look anything alike, first of all. Second of all, they don't even consider themselves black.
We are Somalis, not black. There, I said it.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro.
Somalis are not black. Now, before you disagree with me, I just want to say, listen, right? There's no such thing as the term black. The term black only came about in colonization. I don't have to accept that, Sahib. That's why the other day when I was in a place, someone said to me, "Are you black?" I said, "I'm not black, Sahib. I don't accept that term."
Somalis are not black. There's a difference between African and black.
You think that a person, any person, can't tell the difference between a Black American and a Somali person? I don't think so. I think that you can tell the difference between a Somali person and a Black American person. Like, I really do. And I'm just saying.
Comments of Donald Trump about Somali immigrants.
This is why I'm convinced that sometimes when they say y'all need to stay up out of black people's business, they're not wrong. I would like for you to please change your caption. You're talking about, you said that you captioned your post with now ICE is detaining black people. Okay? So I have a couple problems with it because Black Americans identify as being black racially and ethnically and culturally. We're black all the way through and through. And a lot of black immigrants, they don't identify as being black when they get here. You will never catch them telling you, hey, I'm just black. No, they say, oh no, I'm Nigerian. Oh no, I'm Ghanaian. Oh no, I'm just Somalian. When you ask them that kind of stuff, black people, Americans are the only ones that say, oh no, I'm black. Yeah. Now, the only time they seem to identify is with or, as being a black person is when they will benefit from such situations like this right here. People hear, oh, they're profiling black people. And everybody's like, oh, okay, well, it must be black people. They only identify to be black when it's convenient for them to get a benefit from it. Okay. Any other time, oh, I'm Somalian, oh, I'm Nigerian, oh, I'm Ghanaian, oh, I'm from, wherever. That is the biggest problem I'm having with this because you're trying to say black people are being detained by ICE. No, the fuck we are not. It's Somalis that are being detained by ICE. And let me tell you, these same Somalis that you're trying to label as black people have already told not only black Americans, but every other African country and African person in the black diaspora that they are not black. They are insulted to be called black. These same Somalis you can find in any given diaspora war on this app or any other place saying they are not black. Don't even call them black. They don't even want to be identified that way. The only reason they're accepting to be called black in any kind of news article or any kind of, thing right now is because they're getting support and they won't help. I think it's an insult to my people as black Americans for you to even try to call them black. They've already said they're not black. It's an insult to us as a black Americans because we are the real black people. And these same Somali people has made it known that they don't want to be associated with black people because they obviously have a superiority complex and they feel like they're better. And if you don't believe me, ask any African from any other place in the world, on the continent, they will tell you Somalis look down on black people. They don't want to be considered black. Okay? And that is my first, second, and third problem that I'm having with your caption and talking about they are detaining black people. No, they are detaining Somalis. honey. And while that is a very unfortunate situation, and while the president did say some very disparaging things about them, that's not right. However, please don't categorize them as us, period, at all. Don't expect the Black American community to come out and start supporting them either, because they have a derogatory slur, just like some racist white people have derogatory language for Black people. These same Somalis have the same kind of word in their language for us Black people. They call us a certain word. I'm not going to mention the word, but they do. So we're not supporting their asses. They say they're not Black. So whoever they identify with, they need to call them for support, because as far as me and my people, leave us out of the equation.
For many a year.
Baby, your joke manager. It's not joke time. It's not joke time. Your black ass is already resigning here. Donald Trump is not coming for you. He is coming for my people. Okay, baby, let's go in. Baby, Firi, baby, yeah, let's go in, baby.
You ain't listening.
Maya, baby, yeah, let's go in. This kaya.
Was doing to the
baby, yeah, kustaga carried him. Black, got them like black, like a mahal yamanta. Black, 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 while I saw the ticket. We are standing, you will stand up for my people. Your kids are Somali, yeah? Immigrants, why? Immigrants, like. You understand? Yeah? You will have to stand up for your brothers and no, baby, no. This is war, baby. Wallahi, what's good to oh, billah, no.
Quiet, okay then. Talk.
Don't be racist, what ya? Don't be racist, what ya? Donald Trump, what ya? walyaa wax ma kuu sheegaa islaamaha yarka masaakiinta yaa islaamaha masaakiinta oo guryaha laga ceysado dukaamada laga ceysado oo meel kasta laga ceysado ma uu istaagay yes or no mise maanta waa iskala fureen aabaha iyo qabaadka tahay wase will you stand up for my people yes or no walyaa maxaa tiri sasa laga rabaa يا كويتشين بيبي أو كتشعله موتة والله بالله طلع أو كتشعله عروض بس كويسة يا كيسي يا دتكيجا والله دتكيجا كم كفتمي والله بالله طلع دتكيجا كم كفتمي والله أنا استاجي صن دولي بانكو خصية أي متى قالت أنت عندي متد ما عرفتها لا ميا هاكلها وأنت عندي متد ما عرفتها maya maaha eedab meesha ku fadhi Donald Trump no waa karbaashaysa mikrofoonka oo ku dhiibaya you better cuss Donald Trump out arwa ka baqorya black baa tahay saca cuss Donald Trump riya ayo iga culture
no Donald Trump you dillo
haye
your hoyas a shamuto
haye
your abo it's a shamuto
sharmut no yo
abada was
oh yeah silket
yeah yo I was
silket dada
hoya I was
was
abada was
kaniiska ku dhalay
abada was
shoobada ku soo qaladay
abaya was
dada ku soo qaladay
gabadha was
bastard baa tahay.
The US gave Somali refugees safety, education opportunities, and a new start, but instead of showing gratitude, some went online mocking Black Americans, the same taxpayer helping fund immigration programs. Then the scandals hit: fraud cases, ICE raids, deportation threats, and even after claiming they weren't Black, insulting Black Americans and getting exposed publicly. Most never apologized, but now that Trump is taking mass deportation and ICE is showing up, the message suddenly changed too. We are all Black. Please stand with us. Black Americans, we need your support. Now they remember they are Black only when troubles come wild. To be fair, not all Somalis did this. Many have always shown respect, but the loud group that created division is facing the consequences of their own actions. So here's the question: should Black Americans step in now, or should those who mocked and disrespected them face this alone? Let me know what you think in the comments.